Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and we are on air. Jolene wants to know if the mic's sounding good. I really don't know if it does or if it doesn't. I can hear my own voice all the time, so you're going to have to let her know whether it sounds good. It's order of operations today. I've got the wheel wells framed up on the front. We did that. They're looking good, but what has to happen is I have to get these roof rafters out of the way to continue on with what's going on. I'm going to have to get Jolene in the frame to help me what's going on to get these rafters moved and get them moved back. We're going to just bring them back, we're going to stick them on, and then we're going to continue on with some pieces on the other side to continue forward. Before I say anything at all, I want to thank, this was left on the door. July 1st, it was left on the door. We're just getting to the time right now to say thank you. Do you know the name? Can you read the name of that sweetheart? I put my glasses on, I suppose. Amy and Ann Melanson? Is that seven?
Yeah, I think so.
From Moncton. They came here to see us. They missed us. And sorry we missed you. It's hard to write a note on my knees in the car. Yes, it would be. There's a phone number there and all that stuff. They're from Moncton. They come to see us. They bring us a gift. They dropped it off at the door. We wanted to say thank you. You know, shows a lot of thought to Chad and Queen Jolene. Cool. Look at that, would you? And I love these, that's for sure. Step bits, man. I got mine all wore out. This little thing here is cooler than dang it. It's a little tiny Airstream trailer. That's just as cool as I'll get it. I'm not sure what that would be. Would that be a birdhouse? Would you open the door and let the bird sleep?
Maybe.
Maybe. But that's cool. I want to thank you, Ann Melanson. I want to thank you from Moncton, New Brunswick. Thank you very much for the thought. We appreciate it. We're sorry that we missed you. We must have been in town. But thank you for the thought. And I'm going to tell you something. With your thought, I know that you're a great person. You're a nice person, that's for sure. Also, there was a man, we wasn't here, there was a man that dropped off a bicycle. It's out here beside, I'm just going to go sit on it. I don't know if you want to follow me or not, Jolene, but there was a man with a bicycle, dropped it off. I'll hang that thing in the shop, no doubt in my mind, in the big shop, we're going to, you know. It's a cool little bicycle, that thing is, huh? That's back in the day. Got hard wheels on it, or used to have hard wheels on it. But that's a cool, look at the fender on that. That's pretty sick. Mm-hmm. The fender's sick. That's cool. What I mean by sick is cool. Not like it's sick, but you know what I'm saying. And if you take notice, Jolene has been showing around the back shop, the thing is gone. Yay, it's gone. It's gone to a great home. It's gone to the right person, that's for sure. Yes, I'm going to cut off the roof rafters. We're going to move them back. We're going to get to see a little more shape. Let's do it. I'm going to knock off these ones first. I'll get Jolene in the frame. When she feels like it, I'm going to grab some gloves. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Thank you for coming back. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Yeah. This is the thing. When you start working around all these cords, man, I'll tell you, it's something else. I'm going to have to take each one down and grind off the welds that I got put on them because they can become very sharp and cut you. Everything's getting very sturdy, strong. It is. You can see how that did come out of shape a little bit. It did. I'm kind of nervous of that a little bit. I probably should have had a buck for all of them and weld them all up in one buck. I did not. I'm that kind of person. I kind of move fast sometimes. And you can see as that's dropped down there a little bit, we're going to have to pay attention when we start putting them up if they're the right height or not. And we can adjust them by putting a jack in the middle, jacking them up, pushing them one way or another, and getting them in place. We can. I thought that might kick like a ram's horn, but it did. Now, that kicked out quite heavy, so what's going to happen is when we put that back, it's going to be, I'm going to take this, lay this like this. Jolene's going to have to help me put it back on. What I'm going to do is, I should have welded that before I took it off. I'll weld them up now. I want to take off all the little tabs with the flapper wheel before I stick them up on. I've got some welding I got to do on each one of them. I'm going to do it right now. Right now. And then I'll get Jolene to hold, I'll hold them. Jolene will tack them on, and then we'll be done with them. But they are very distorted. And the reason being is we put them all under pressure to make them fit each other. And when you do that, you're really not getting the true read, are you? So we're really going to have to spend some time probably adjusting them to make them fit. And that's not a good thing when you're doing something like this. You really would want a buck made so every rafter is the same. And what the hard part is, with what I did or what I have done, this is 1-inch square stock, very hard to bend, and I really wanted it at a 1-inch square stock other than the 3/4 inch, just because it's more rigid. We're building a whole body. We haven't got anything to start with. We've started from a unibody van, and what I mean by that is if you come over here and take a look, the frame is spot welded to the body. It's spot welded to the body, the frame is. From what I understand, there was some comments saying that there's no mounts in the front. Well, you cannot have mounts on one part of it and weld it on the other part of it, basically. This is a unibody truck, and what it means is the body of the truck does not come off the frame. It's all one piece. There's not a unibody in the car in the world that has body mounts. So if you have a unibody, it's either the body is welded to the frame, or if you have a frame, it's got body mounts that holds the body on. So it's either one or the other. Just want to clear that up so everybody knows what's going on. This is a unibody. Everything gets welded to the frame. If you can remember when we took the front end off, it was welded to the front. We had to cut it off. Anything that comes off the frame of this truck has to be cut off. I hope that makes sense. No body mounts in your body. '48 Ford has a frame. It has body mounts. It's supposed to. Send that over to the other side. We'll get to see a little bit more what it looks like tonight with the rafters on. And we are probably, like, no doubt in my mind, we're going to have to, from when I kicked that one off, what it did, how it kicked, we really are going to have to work to make this fit right. I'm as nervous as a grasshopper in a chicken house. All right, I'm going to shut the grinder off, shut the welder off. And the reason being is all the rafters might not come out the same shape. And that's if you're building a house, you would want all your rafters the same. And the reason being is you wouldn't want your roof looking like it's up and down. You wouldn't want that. I'm just going to knock off the Sharpies, and then I'm going to get Jolene to come in the frame and help me. Just going to get the sharps off. You can see how I've marked these. I put just a mark on these ones. I'm not sure what I have done to the back one. I'm not sure what side that come off of. But I want to keep all these ones from this side on this side of the vehicle. If I get banging them around and start hammering on them and twisting them around the circles, I want to know which side I made the rafter on so it goes on the exact same side. What I'm not sure of is what side this rafter come off of, because I kind of, you know what goes on sometimes when you start making something. You really can jump ahead of yourself, especially when you're trying to build it like I do. I really am impatient with some things sometimes, and I really want to go forward quite quickly. So I'm going to get Jolene to come out and help me. Please, Jolene, my queen Jolene, you're going to come out and help me, baby? Mm-hmm. My queen Jolene.
Gloves.
You want your gloves? She wants your gloves, boys. Give me your gloves. Give me your gloves. Let me see your hand. She's my queen, Jolene. We haven't gone dancing for so long that I think I forget how to dance. I drop to my knees, do a big...
You almost let me go.
It's been a while. I wouldn't let you go, believe me.
You did.
All right. I did, she says. I did. All right, let's do this. Let's plunk this side on. A second now. You're gonna have to get that welder going, and the reason being is I can't hold it when it goes down over, because we're gonna have to push.
Is it ground on?
We have a little line here on what side we're supposed to be on. So, what if I go to the other side? Are you able to hold this side? And see, I can't. All right. Just a second. Now, what I'm noticing, just a minute now, I gotta take that off. Spot a weld right there. Watch yourself, sweetheart. You probably want to dance with me no more, do you? There's a good question for tonight. How many people have gone dancing since the cold? Since we had the cold. How many people has gone dancing? All right, baby. I want you to jam a little weld on the outside of that sucker. Just right on the outside. No, right. This sec. I want to talk you through this. Right on this edge, okay. Right there.
Yep.
Okay. Just a second now.
Ready?
Give her a shot.
Hang on, I gotta go again.
Got a hold of it?
I think so.
You want to go to the other side? Go to the other side and hold the piece up?
Yep.
Before I lose it. All right, there we go. Now, you bear with me. I'm going to snap another little piece on that, if you don't mind. Throw me the helmet, please. Just to make sure it stays on. Just going to throw a little thing on it there. Tack it on. We're on the line. Okay. I'm going to do this. Just don't let that go down past, that's all. Just bear with me for a minute. Alrighty. You probably don't want my sweaty head in this thing, do you?
No.
I'll bring it over to you, sweethearty boy. I'll bring it over to you. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to try to push this over, and we're going to try to nail it on. We're going to try and nail this bad boy on.
Need the welder on.
You're going to need the welder on. You got that right. All right, so we're probably out here 2 inches for sure, and I'm going to push it that way. Hope the weld does not come off. And we're just going to, you're going to nail it on the outside. I hope I get the weld, yep, nailed off on the outside. We'll just stick it on there for now to see what goes on. Ready? Are you ready? All right, nail it.
Your thumb's in the way.
Nail it, just a minute. Nail her on if you can.
Going. I'm gonna go one more time.
Yes, please. All right. I would never let that go unless she did a good job welding it. Woo! All right. Why not just knock it on that side? We would never weld on top of the weld that we have now. And what's the reason?
Because it would let go.
It would let go. And the reason being it would let go is because it would melt that, it would make that metal hot, then that thing shoot back out at you. That's not what we want. So we're going to just weld on the other corner of the rafter. It doesn't look bad. If I'm just looking, just for shits and giggles, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a level on the top of shits and giggles. It's not bad. Come up a little bit, probably quarter-inch, half-inch. Just let's just take a look. So what's going to happen is, if you want to get your camera, I'm not sure if you want to get your camera or not. What?
Like not on the square stock there.
So what's going on is, you can see, and that could be pulled down as far as that goes, but you can see how we're out a little bit. We want that up a little bit, and what's going to happen is we'll end up jacking that up, no doubt in my mind. We'll jack it up, and then we'll get it in place. Basically, that's what we'll do. We'll make sure that that happens, and it has to happen to make things look good. I'm going to cut off, we're just going to set that there for now. We got it welded on fairly decent. Yeah, that one's not going anywhere. That'd be quite something for that to let go and give you a shot in the old kahunas, wouldn't it? Huh? Because it would. You see it kicked out before. I'm going to go to cutting another one off. We're going to put another one on. The reason we're going to put another one on is because we wanted to get them out of the way to continue up to where we're going. I would like for you to pass me that grinder, please. Please and thank you. I didn't mean to embarrass Jolene by dancing with her, but it's been a long time, hasn't it, baby?
Yeah.
It's been a long time. Do something here. Yeah, I was gonna pick that up too. See if I can pick that up without losing it. Ooh. What's the guy's name from Australia that we...
Dave Hunt.
Dave Hunt. Dave Hunt, I see you acquired a shirt. Congratulations, Dave Hunt. I have not forgotten about you, and I probably will never forget you for the rest of my life. You was a, what can I say? He's an eccentric dude.
Yeah, he was.
Isn't he? Huh? And I haven't been doing my push-ups neither. Alright, I'm going to get down and see if I can cut this one off. I'm going to stand away from it because it might give me a shot in the kahunas. Not too bad. That's mine, Jolene's. Not too bad. Isn't it, baby?
Yeah.
It's our new saying. Not too bad.
Not bad.
How'd you like supper tonight? Not bad. Not bad. I'm going to have to take this one off and weld it up, and then we'll set this one up in place. Now, we've got the dot on this side, yeah. Alrighty. Now I'm going to scrub the welds off. My little flapper wheel's getting down, that's for sure. It's been taking a beating, it has. I don't say a beating, but it's been used and abused and I hope I did not offend anybody. I wouldn't offend anybody calling them eccentric, would I?
No.
Now, Dave knows what I'm talking about. That's the last thing I'm looking to do is to offend somebody. That's really, to be honest with you. And the reason being is because I'm busy. I'm busy. I've got time. Yeah, we have a couple spots where she's opened up. Did not get to weld a couple places on her, so we'll weld those up. And then we'll stick this one on. So we really are going to have to pay attention to the height and all that sort of stuff when we put them on. Just like you would a house, you want to pay attention. And I think when they build rafters for a house, they also would have a buck they go by. But we're bending 1-inch steel that's not so, what can I say? It doesn't listen that well, is what I'm trying to say. It does not listen that well. When you put a stick of wood down, basically it goes where you want it to go. But a piece of metal that's 3/16 by 1 inch, sometimes it's, I need a ground zone there, should be no problem. I zonked her to her. Put a little extra on her. Do 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 do. little bit of swamp ass going on. It's muggy as all ghetto here in Nova Scotia. I see we're making the news once in a while. Our smoke from our wildfires are going to the US. We're not doing it on purpose. It's just something that's happening. Basically, we're not doing it on purpose. Alrighty. All right, Jolene, you might as well come on over and help me. If it was probably up to Nova Scotia, we wouldn't give you any smoke. Back in the day, they would call that a super toke. What do they call that? Super toke? Back in the day. What?
Settle down.
Settle down.
Here's my glove. Got this thing sweaty.
I do, I'm sorry.
I never get mine. Okay. Do you mind?
No, not at all.
It's soaked.
Is it soaked?
Oh yeah.
It's because I'm wet.
Yeah, I see that.
I can't help it. Sweating. So the rafters are going on. The rafters are going on. Not saying that they're in place and everything's ready to rock and roll, but they're going on. I gotta get them out of the way so I can continue on with this stuff. I want to continue on up through to do what I need to do. And to get them out of the way, I might as well take them off, plant them on, and then I can deal with it after.
Oh my.
What's wrong, sweetheart?
Just, I got a clip in my hair and it's interfering.
I got a clip in mine too, and it's taking it all away. Ready?
Yeah, are you?
Probably not. Nail her, baby.
Okay, go.
Can you nail her again?
Yep, on the other side?
Yeah, please. Man, you're good. You go to the other side and hold it? Alrighty, thank you. Man, I'm one hot mess. Aren't I?
Yeah.
Holy rootin' tootin'. I'm a hot mess, boys. Alrighty. Now, that's a shame. Now, can you hold that for a second, sweetheart? Just hold it so it don't go down. I gotta grab that zip cut. I've got to take a notch out of that metal, and the reason being is it's not going in there far enough. Watch yourself, sweetheart. She's my lady. Probably gonna have to. All right, you can put a spot on her. We'll have to get it in there for just a minute. All right. All right, spot her, please and thank you.
Fine.
Yep. Spot one on the other side.
Fine.
Are we running out of gas?
I think I'm just far away.
Well, there's some bubbles there. That's not good. Wow, that's gotta come up. Wow. Well, it is what it is. But that's gonna have to be jacked up in the air to get that. Big time. I don't say big time. No, it's not that bad. Come take a look if you like. But it's gonna have to be adjusted. There's gonna have to be a jack in there, and jack it up, put the floor jack, put that underneath it, and you can see how it's the bubbles off there a little bit, right? We're half-inch out. Half-inch out. Alrighty. Just want to take a look. Just want to take a look. All right, last one. Let's get this one taken off. This is your helmet, I take it. If you want to turn that welder off, sweetheart, you're more than welcome. I'm going to take up the flapper wheel, knock off all the Sharpies. My short legs up there. Don't forget the cord. Alrighty. Stop it. The old flapper wheel is getting down to the plastic, and I can smell it. Car. 3/16, lots of metal, lots of metal. 3/16 good. Wave my hair around. I'm going to go cut. I guess it doesn't matter what side I cut. Go to the other side and cut the other side off. I still got to bring it off. I still got to weld the seam. I still got to whatever, but we're seeing what's going on here. Good visuals, eh? I love visuals. That's why I like looking at Jolene. What a great visual. bring this, I'm just gonna set that there for now. It's not gonna take off. Hope it behaves itself. Bring it over here. Got that circle on this side, circle on this side. I can mistake it very easily. They both look the same. We'll pull her down. Let's weld up the seam first. Seam on both sides. I couldn't get the seam welded up because I was planting them beside each other as I went. And if you can picture it, once I laid against there, I can't weld the seam in there, so that's what happened. This, what can I say? This build, I'm not sure why. I guess my brain told me to do it. And like I always say, I only do what my brain tells me to do. But this build here that I have started, basically, if I wanted to sheath it, I could sheath it tomorrow and get you the visual of what I have made, what it looks like, the wheel openings, everything. I could put all the metal on it tomorrow, no doubt in my mind. Once I get the rafters on it, I could do that. But there's so much work involved on the inside, thinking and planning and prepping and trying to get something going somewhere. We're getting there. It will happen, but and we also want to show what we're doing. But this, you know, it's coming right along. I can visualize it being sheathed, and I really want to sheathe it. But I have to get that engine in there. I have to get that engine there before I start sheathing it because I really would be going backwards. I'm thinking that the two feet that I have in between each rafter, I'm thinking that the engine and the transmission would slide down in there. And then I'd have to turn it to put it in. I don't think that's an issue at all. But we're going for it. We're getting it. Yeah, we're getting it. Also, with the front that I got going across there, this is what I'm thinking. The floor can continue up to the square stock and weld to the square stock. Perfect. And then where the square stock is, I am definitely not going to cut that out. I'm probably going to grab a couple studs and put in there. What I mean by studs is a couple cross members in it. And then I will lay a floor on top of that. So if we think about it, just like if you think about a Model A, got that little round step on the back of the quarter panel when you get into the rumble seats, you'd have one here, have one here. That door would open up, you'd step in on that, then you step down 4 inches, 5 inches further onto that floor, then you would slide down into the front where you're going to be driving this bad boy. I'm thinking firewall will probably be here somewhere in front of the motor. So what I mean by firewall is that the engine compartment is separate from the cabin. The cabin's going to be up here. If you want to, I'm not sure if I'll weld the floor down or what I'm going to do there, but I could, whatever I want to do with the floor up front here in the middle, I could take it so I could pull it up if I wanted to work on any of the front chassis components or anything like that. I think would be a good deal. Firewall is probably going to be here along with this roof rafter here and straight down. Run a piece of square stock from here across over there. Cap it, just like we're doing in the back. The engine, so forth, so forth. So that's where my brain is going. I've got some ideas for the steering, the brake system, and the gas pedal. So that stuff all has to be done. The engine's back here. Usually that's not where it's supposed to be. I have got some ideas for it, and there's been some good comments on some pages. I'm not sure what they are. Jolene tells me sometimes about what should happen. Like we have an LS motor, from what I understand. I do not know, but what I understand, you can get a wireless gas pedal. So your gas pedal is run by wire, or not sure how that goes, but so the gas pedal can be up there. I do not need a throttle cable. The brake system that was on this motorhome, I was talking to Nathan. Nathan's a mechanic friend of mine that's going to help us out here in a bit. He has an idea for the brake system. Nathan has also come up with the idea for the steering system. I think there's been a couple comments, and even Earl, a friend of mine, give me the idea. Like a tractor or a forklift, they have hydraulic.
Orbital.
What?
Orbital.
Orbital steering. So there's hydraulic lines run off your power steering pump to your steering, and then your steering goes to your a cylinder that would steer this bad boy. So all that stuff will be shown, and we'll show you how we're going to do it, but basically that stuff's being figured out as we're doing this. Get back to work. Welded up nice, have a nice gap going on there. When you have a gap, you know, you really know you got penetration. It's starting to look like something, though, that's for sure. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it, although I got a lot of sweat in my eyes. Woo! The only reason I do that is because I'm talking to the birds that are outside. Alrighty. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can.
Is that an owl?
Sounded like it.
It does, doesn't it? Let me grind off the Sharpies. Paid for it, might as well wear it. Huh? Autoco.com is where you can get those, is it not?
Yeah.
We're using it right to the last little bit of plastic. It's gonna fall. I might as well let it down. Now, if I did not mark that, I would not know. You would not know what side that rafter goes on. Would not know. No, you would not. Neither would I. Not that they should be any different, but you would not know. And that's why you would not know, because they don't look any different. Watch it. Can I get that other end before it falls?
Who, me?
It's like Muhammad Ali would say. He could turn off the light switch and be in bed before the lights went off. I was thinking that he's pretty fast.
Must be.
What?
Must be.
If he can get in bed before the lights go off and you turn the switch off, well, he probably's pretty fast. All right, sweetie pie. Hard to believe, but that's heavy. I'm going to leave that there because there's no sense me holding it. Your helmet's on the other side, sweetheart.
Okay, sorry. Just 1 sec.
No worries. I'll wait for you every day of the week.
Okay, that stays.
I will, I will, I will. So we'll really have to pay attention when we put the rafters together. These are just putting the rafters in place. So it's every 2 feet. I want to make sure that the metal becomes in the half of that. Will be the center of the metal. And we'll have 4 by 8 sheets. So starting over there halfway on this one, then we'll go this one, then the metal end on this one. So this will be in between the metal. And we want to make sure, and that's what that's doing. That's putting us in the 4 foot distance, and that's where it's going to end. So we're
Dang it. Dang it.
I hope no one got hurt on that camera. You all right?
Hope so.
Good.
Okay.
Take your time, put it somewhere where you need it. You can't play music on YouTube or they slap your fingers. And if we had some music, baby, we'd dance, wouldn't we? Huh? Mm-hmm. We'd dance. Like we've never danced before. All right.
Rolling.
Rolling. Right. Just a second, I can take a look. Go, give her. No. Oh. Yeah, give her right there.
Going.
Yep.
Going again?
Yep. Sounds like it's Lisa. That's gonna have to be careful there, and the reason being is I've got that stuck up in the air on the other side. I don't know if it's gonna pull it off, it's gonna put pressure on, or what it's gonna do. I have no idea. Watch it for a second when I pull this down, please. All right, just watch yourself. Got it? Just hold it right there. Don't knock it off this side. Just hold it just like that, okay? I'm gonna have to do a better job. Got it? That would have given you a shot in the belly. You would have probably not liked me anymore. Let's just lay that down for a second. I'm going to do a better job. I just got to do a better job of putting it on there. When she welded it on there, I had it too far in the air on the other side. It just ripped it off. What's the gas looking like on the welder?
40.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Just hold down further. Go for it.
Okay, going.
Yeah.
Going again.
Yeah. You zonked her that time, baby. You want to go the other side? All right, don't pick it up. Just leave it right where it's at. Helmet's jammed up there. Get enough? Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, why not? Just a second. Yeah, go ahead.
Can't see. Your hand.
Can't see?
I can't see.
What do you mean you can't see?
Your hand.
Just a second. Go for it. Ah, just a second. You see now?
Yep.
I see perfectly.
Going.
Just a second. Yeah.
Going again.
Yeah. Glasses are all fogged up. All right, watch yourself, watch yourself. That flies off there. It's not going to be a good day. All right, we need a little bit of work in between each one of them. You can see that this one's leaning in a little bit, or I can see it. But I got him out of the place of what's going on. And what has to happen is these have to be gotten out of the way. I want to check it. I want to check it.
I don't think there was sound for that
No
last.
sound?
There is now, but
There's now sound. Look at that one. Huh? Matrix. Does that look good?
yep.
Woo! That looks good. Two in the back. Woo! Look at that one. Hot diggity dog. I'm in the. Alrighty. What's the time?
54.
54. I'm not 54 yet. Alright, there's what we got going on. We got the 3 roof rafters cut off. Had to get them cut off to continue on with this to the front wheel well. That's what I had to get done. Alright, we're going to call it as that. There's no sense getting anything else right at the present moment. We're almost at an hour. Unless you want me to, sweetheart.
No, I don't think the sound is, I don't know. I think I messed up the sound, so we'll just cut
You
it
didn't
now.
mess up anything. The camera fell.
Yeah, I know.
Joan did not mess up the sound. The camera fell on its own. I seen it. I testified to it.
It is what it
If
is.
it's the truth, you must acquit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming back. We appreciate it. Me and Joey got the roof rafters knocked off, so we continue on up here. I can't continue on making this stuff if this stuff is in the way. So I want to continue on this here up to the wheel wells. You can see how I'm going to cap it like that. And then we'll just continue on right up to the front, try to get the steering in it. I think the engine can be slid in there, and we'll see. I'm not sure if the roof rafters are on to stay or not, but they are on to get out of the way. But you can really see what it's starting to look like. There's so many things that have to be done to actually get to sheath it. It all has to be finished on the inside to start sheathing it, or basically most of it, or we're not going to get to show you what's going on. That's what we do. Alrighty, like, subscribe, comment, come back, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks everybody for your time. We really appreciate it. And we will soon be sheathing it, and this build will be at the door.